So one day I was reading the Bible, right? So I was reading about John, and Jesus was talking about how I'll go to prepare a place for you in my father's house. There are many mansions. If you were not so, I will not tell you. I go to prepare a place for you and all of that. And I think the disciples asked him that, how will we come and meet you in this place? When number one, we don't even know the place. Like how will we come and meet you? And Jesus says that his answer to that question is that I am the way. Ah, that particular moment I'm talking about right now, it just was like a moment where the thing just made sense to me because I've read that scripture before and I've heard it, like everybody literally knows that scripture. That's one of the most popular scriptures in the world. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one cometh unto the Father except through him. Like it's so popular. Everybody, almost everybody knows that scripture. But I was now thinking of, it got me thinking about like if you want to go and buy something, you know the way to go and buy that thing. If I'm going to my house now, I know the way to go to my house. I know the way to go to my house. If I'm coming to my room, if I'm in the kitchen of my house and I'm going to my room, I know the way. If am, I don't know, if I'm going to church, I know the way to my church. There's only one way. There's only one way that will lead me to my church. And yeah, there's some times that there are several ways that will lead you to a place or a person, but there's a way, right? There's a way. What I'm trying to establish is that there's always a way to get somewhere. There's always a way to get somewhere. But Jesus now said, "I am the way." So is if you did English, you will know that I am the way. This is the truth. If they're talking about someone, and let me say you are giving a speech about someone at a birthday party, and you're like, oh, this person is my rock, this person is my this person is my that, and people are waiting to see the person, and you're like, oh, this is the the person. Do you get me? Like I'm trying to explain the part. This is the person. And it's just interesting because Jesus said, I am the way. He did not say I am a way. And there was one illustration that Pastor Aaron used. It was like when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane and he was crying, and he was like, my God, like if this cup could pass away, but Jesus did not allow the cup to pass away because there was no other way. There's a reason why it pleased. There was is it in Isaiah that he said it pleased God, it pleased him to bruise him, it pleased God to bruise Jesus for our sake. There is no other way to God. There is no other way. There is no other way. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. That means the only way to God. I hear people say, we serve the same God. No, we don't. No, we don't. There is only one way to God. There is only one way to God, and Jesus is that way. Jesus is that way. We do not have the same God. This is very, very important because if there is only one way, you have to be on that right path. If not, you will land somewhere else. And that is why this thing is very important. You don't want to be somewhere else. You don't want to meet something else. You want to meet the Father. You want to meet God the Father. So you have to go through the way. The way. Jesus is not a way, is the way. Okay, oh, that's what I just wanted to share. Because that was it's not as if I didn't know before, but that was like a mind blowing moment. Like now I can talk about it because now I like it's crystal clear to me.